level thing.
Yo, I am not Modine, bro. Okay, let's just get that out of the way.
I never missed it since I was 14. MashaAllah. Mecca, I've been 4 times. The mosque, I'm addicted to it.
Now, when it comes to being a man, when it comes to masculinity, there's two different types, right? There is the red pill side, where it's about getting a bunch of women, it's about getting a bunch of money, it's being on the grind, and men don't cry, right? And then there's the complete opposite, where it's like, oh, men should cry, men should be vulnerable. Men can be women, men can put makeup on, men cannot have a wiener. So what is real masculinity? What is it like to be a real man?
When a good thing goes bad, it's not the end of the world, it's just the end of a world that you have with one girl, and she's the reason it happened, but she's overreacting, and it's all because she don't want things to change.
Either you lean to the right side or the left side. Either you say men should not cry and men should be real freaking caveman, or you say that men should be bitches. One thing for sure is that these are man-made opinions, meaning these people that say these opinions, they can change in an instant. And we saw this again and again with Hamza making so much numbers by telling men to be men, right? Telling men to be more masculine, pushing this agenda. And honestly, it helped a lot of men too. Helped me. But what happened now? When the money, the ego, the fame all got to his head, right? He started treating his fans like shit. Started doing a bunch of other things that nobody liked. And what happened? Well, compare the numbers he was making to now what he is making. Now, I'm not saying numbers are everything, but the numbers don't lie. So in this case, if you can't trust the dudes of today, if you can't trust the influencers, then who do you trust, right? You have all this information coming in from so many different people and so many different opinions of being a man. For some people, being a man is being a family guy, working hard. And then for some people, it's getting all the women you want, and then you shut up and cook, clean. You're not fucking marrying a fucking robot. Alright, it's currently Fajr time. 16 degrees. You might say, you know what, bruh? 16 degrees isn't even that cold. Yeah, well, I'm used to being hot. I was born in Saudi and I lived there my whole life. Oh, isn't this place just so beautiful? Talking about being a man, lifting weights, but you can't even lift a 1 pound blanket off of you for failure. You're not a man. Go check yourself.
فلما كفر قال إني بريء منك إني.
As hard as it was for me to start praying Fajr, gotta say, when you start praying it, man, you start feeling the khushu of Salah. I'm telling you, man, it's like you freaking wanna pray. You feel worse if you don't pray it. No! So if these people are a little bit iffy, a little bit sneaky, and they're not really easy to trust, well, my opinion, like, you should care about my opinion, like, click off the video. My opinion is that why don't you put all your trust to somebody that's perfect, and I mean perfect in every single way, right? As a human being, can you name somebody that's perfect, like literally, quite literally perfect? No, it's not your girl, bro. Get your romantic ass out of here. We don't need you, right? The perfect person really is the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If you go and you study this man's life in every single aspect, you'll come back and you'll tell me these masculine men, these alpha male, these people that are selling courses are nothing, absolutely nothing. Because that man that I'm talking about was chosen. Do I sound edgy right now? He was chosen by God. Alright, he was chosen by Allah. by God himself to be a example for all of mankind, not just men, not just women. And that's what we don't have in this society today, a real role model to look up to. And I'm going to give you some of the characteristics, not limited to masculinity, but some of the characteristics that Prophet ﷺ has. Number one, he was brave, he was confident, right? He believed so much in his message that he fought at the front lines for it because he knew that his message was 100% true. So he had confidence in those fights, in those battles. And it would be right to say that a man that is literally giving the message, right? If he were to die, the message might end, right? So therefore, it would be understandable to say he should hide behind his teammates, his mates, but no. He fought at the front lines for his stuff. What you fight for, dude, what you fight for, you should have 100% confidence in and 100% bravery in, right? That's how you should be as a man. But today, what do we see? Today, we see guys that are so quick to change up their words, right? I know you've been in those situations where we were peer pressured to say something, right? You were in a situations where, everybody was saying something, and to sound right, to sound like the right guy, you had to kind of let go of like what you actually believe in. That's how weak your beliefs are. So you gotta check yourself. Number two is his humility and his simplicity, right? He was such a simple guy. If you look, this is where he used to live, right? This is the place where he lived, where he prayed, everything, ate, everything else. And it's something to say, if he's the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then if he asked for anything, he would get it, right? If he asked to live in a really big place, a palace, a mansion, he would get it. But guess what, bro? He did not live for this world. He was not so caught up in the beauty of this world. Nowadays, we want the cars, we want the money, we want everything, but you don't understand. When you die, where are these things gonna go? When you die, right, all these things that you bought yourself, all these things that you wanted to show people who you are, wanted to show people, look at me, look at how much status I got. Where will your status go? Is your status going to help you get to heaven? I don't think so, man. When you die, those cars will go to somebody else. That house will probably go to somebody else. It's just gonna go out for rent. That does not mean that you should not strive to be rich and get money. No. What I'm trying to tell you is that you don't want to get so caught up into this world that you completely forget everything else. You completely forget your morals and the next world.